Our next guest is a fantastic writer featured in D Magazine this month. Her article titled Matchmakers tackles the interesting topic of online dating and what Dallas girls are and are not doing. Welcome, Sarah Hepola.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
It's very interesting. I'm celebrating my 7-month anniversary today, and I waited to get married. So I didn't get married till I was 40, but I did the whole dating thing and people telling you what you should do and what you shouldn't do and all of this good stuff. And you tackled like what you should and shouldn't do online with your dating.
Well, yeah, I mean, the story actually began because, like a lot of people who are doing online dating, I like to complain about it. And so I was complaining to a male friend that I wasn't getting as much attention as I thought I should. And he said, well, have you posted a bikini shot?
And you're like, I can't.
You're like,
Well,
you're such a guy.
Yeah. I just want to get laid. I'm sorry.
It's true.
That's true.
well,
You want a relationship or you want to get a little, whatever.
Yeah, right. Well, I spent my whole life trying to avoid being in a bikini.
Exactly.
And now you're telling me that
I need to put one online.
Yeah, so I can lure, my potential marriage partner,
For the whole world.
Yeah, so it was really scary. And what I decided to do was to go look at the online dating profiles of Dallas women to kind of figure out, like, are women actually posting pictures of
Oh my
themselves?
gosh,
Okay,
are they? What are they
this
doing?
terrifies me because as the only single girl on this show, I've had many friends tell me you should put something online, but then like I see the other girls that are online and I'm like, well, no wonder I'm single because that's not what I would want to do. So tell me what you found because I am nervous right now.
Well, it was really fascinating. First of all, I went to those profiles kind of feeling like very competitive, right? Like I needed to win, But what I found is that they were all
So true.
Well, they were all like the women were really fascinating. I went into that sort of feeling nervous about myself, but I would be drawn in by these profiles. Like they were all women women are, first of all, they're just so much better at presenting themselves than men. I was used to looking at men's profiles.
Yes.
And they were very generic.
So it's kind of like competitive shopping a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that is the experience of online
like
dating.
writing a tease in news. It's like writing,
But I think that when you are afraid, for instance, of online dating, you can allow your imagination to take over, and you imagine like the worst things going on. There are women in cheesecake photos, and they've got like wind machines going, and there's this is what I imagine in my mind. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But
No,
anyway,
I love this because you painted a perfect picture.
I know.
But they're
I'm good
not
at this.
doing that.
But they're not doing that, of course.
What are they doing?
So basically, it just looks like, if there are bikini shots, it's mostly like people hanging out by the pool, sipping margaritas,
It's not like a
full-blown
Sports
shot.
Illustrated,
Right. Yeah.
like sand in awkward places.
Exactly,
photo.
which is what I thought. And
Yeah.
I thought, well, if you're going to compete on this site, like you're going to need to set up this photo shoot for yourself. And, all these things that really aren't true. And mostly it's just, women hanging out and women take good pictures of themselves and.
Okay, so what does your profile look like, and what did you say in your profile?
Okay, I'm going to skip that question. But I want to go back to something else, which is that in studying all these, there is three things that stood out about Dallas women in their profiles. And because I studied profiles in Austin and New York. And the thing is that the three things that I noticed were God, sports, and cleavage. So women are incredibly good at what a friend
You
of
hear
mine...
that, gentlemen?
God, sports, and cleavage. What else is there?
That's Dallas in a nutshell. So a guy friend of mine said, Dallas women are incredibly good at boob marketing. And what he meant is that even when you don't necessarily show like cleavage, there was always some shot
hint.
Yeah, there would always be this.
Will you turn to the side and to get the profile?
Yeah, of what the goods were like. There would always be some shot.
That's just good marketing.
I was about to say, that's just good packaging.
So you guys are good Dallas women. You know about boob marketing.
I mean, there's a way to pose in a photo and a
But
way
I
to not
always
pose.
tell like my friends who aren't from Dallas, like in a city that birthed Neiman Marcus and the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, can you really expect much less?
That's exactly right. It's
Exactly.
a very fashion savvy town, and women know how to put themselves together.
Now, how is it different in New York City?
Well, there were a few differences. One of them is that women in New York tended to start their personal profile with like what they did for a living.
Right, their career.
It's career oriented.
Career-driven,
And in
yeah.
Dallas, it tended to be more like what the women were like. I'm laid back and sassy.
Right.
I'm
And I'm
you know,
cute.
I'm cute and
have
funny.
big boobs.
Yeah, and it wasn't
I
so
have
much
big boobs. I love sports, and I love
And I love God.
And you know
it
what's
was all
funny?
about loving the Cowboys, though. There's a lot of love
Sarah,
in the
do you know
Cowboys.
what I love about this though? Your
Could you just
last,
peace out
your
to
last
everybody?
kind of sentence about all of this was that you kind of went into this kind of competitive with these other girls, and then you came out kind of having a girl crush, like
Totally.
kind of coming out being like, I actually
it.
want to be friends with these girls.
No, I wanted to be friends with a lot of these girls. There were so many cool girls. I wanted to like go ask them for coffee.
Yeah,
you know?
and like do a singles
love
girls
that.
night out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm going to delve into this article.
I'm
It's really
fascinated.
interesting. I love it. You can read Sarah's article as well by picking up this month's issue of D Magazine on newsstands right now. Thanks, Sarah, so much. And good luck. You dating anybody?
Not yet.
You will, girl. You will after this show.
boobs, God, and sports.
There you go. That's the key.
What do we